Greetings, boys and ghouls. Happy Halloween. I am going to read for you a couple of poems from Fire Burn Cauldron Bubble, magical poems chosen by Paul Cookson and published by Bloomsbury. And I'm going to read Vampire Peter, which is by Ben Manley and Hannah Peck, and it's published by Andersen Press. And maybe I'll do a little song at the end. We shall see. So, I have chosen one poem I'm going to do at the beginning and one at the end, and they're both about creating magic spells. This is called The Witch's Cookbook, and it is by Mo O'Hara. The Witch's Cookbook out today is causing quite a stir among the witchy cooks and chefs who all at once concur that spellbound recipes like these, not seen by human eyes, will make these books fly off the shelves, because this cookbook flies. Delia Dastardly is quoted, "Love those witchy spells." Nigella Nevermore said, "How enchantingly it smells." Hugh Furnace Whitingtoad wrote, "Glad the potions are organic." And Jamie Allover declared, "The puddings are titanic." But the witchy supreme challenge for a chef of magic arts is the cauldron blue of cooking, tangy tarantula tarts. They're delicious and they're deadly as they crawl across the cover, a combination bound to interest any true witch cooking lover. The hairy wizard bikers stroked their beards and said together, "They're arachnid heaven, pastries lighter than a feather. But there's quite a risk to eating them, you really need the knack. The reason they're so good is, they're a pudding that bites back." And now, hope you're ready for Vampire Peter. Oh, it is a chilling tale. Peter was the baddest boy in school. He appeared one day from a faraway land, and everything he did was strange. "Don't be shy, tell the class your name." "Vampetru Balsalab Dracul." We'll call you Peter." He wore strange clothes. He ate strange food. "Would you like some?" "No way! It's an eyeball on a stick. Oh my goodness. Disgusting. I saw it move." He liked strange things, like really creepy books. And his family were even stranger. "Shall I destroy her, your majesty?" "No, Orlok, she is my friend. You talk funny." Because Peter didn't fit in, he didn't have many friends. And he was always in trouble for showing off in gym class. "Peter, get down from there at once." And for scaring Mr. Renfield. "Oh!" For fighting in the playground. "Peter, no biting!" For not telling the truth. "I live in a flat. I live in a house. I live in a castle. Peter, but I do." So when Jonathan, the class gerbil, went missing, everyone knew who was to blame. "Peter, this is very serious. Where's Jonathan? He's gone." But it wasn't Peter. It was me. I opened the cage to stroke Jonathan, and I forgot to close the door. I was worried I'd get into trouble, so I said nothing, and I let Peter take the blame. After all, he was the baddest boy in school. Oh, Peter. But when I thought about it, I knew it wasn't true. He made me laugh when I was sad. He played with me when I was on my own. He stood up for me when I was in trouble. Peter was my friend. It was my turn to stand up for him. I had to do the right thing. "Everyone stop! It wasn't Peter, it was me." Look, it's Jonathan. How did he get up there? Somebody help him. There's Jonathan the gerbil. And then... Peter brought him back down. That was amazing! Hooray for Peter! He saved Jonathan's life. I did a terrible thing, and I thought I would never be forgiven. But I was wrong. Everyone said Peter was the baddest boy in school. And maybe sometimes he is. But most of the time, Peter is the best. Faster, Orlok, faster! The end. I do like that. It's Vampire Peter by Ben Manley and Hannah Peck. And I'll do another magic poem. So, I'm going to teach you some spells here. Some magic words. This is called Testing Spell by Paul Cookson. A spell to turn someone into a striped horse-like creature. Zebra Cadabra. Spell to turn you into a sideways walking clawed crustacean. Crabraradabra. Spell to do your weekly big shop. Asdacadabra. Spell that takes photographs. Abracadabra. A useless mathematical spell. Algebracadabra. Spell that makes you hiss and writhe on your belly. Abracadabra. Spell that makes you sing dramatically in a foreign language. Opera cadabra. Spell that lights up a very old-fashioned and well-to-do ballroom. Abra candelabra. A rude underwater spell. Abracadabra. A very rude underwater spell. Not underwater, underwear. That makes more sense. Is abracadabra. And here's a very rude underwear spell. Abra cadabra. There we go. And maybe now I will do a classic Halloween song, which I hope you all know. This is The Monster Mash by Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Kickers. And it's a very simple song to play. You can play it on ukulele or guitar. It is G, E minor, C, and D, all the way through, just repeating. So, this is The Monster Mash. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. My creature from the slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. It was the Monster Mash, he did the mash. It was a graveyard smash, he did the mash. It caught on in a flash, he did the mash. Did the Monster Mash from my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all come from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode. They do the mash, do the Monster Mash, they do the mash. Do my graveyard smash, they do the mash. It caught on in a flash, they do the mash. It was a Monster Mash. We do the mash, we do the Monster Mash, we do the mash. It was a graveyard smash, we do the mash. It caught on in a flash, we do the mash. It was a Monster Mash, wow, wow, ow, wow, wow, ow. Howl at the moon. Well, Thank you for joining me for this special Halloween story time, and we hope to see you soon. If you're not aware already, we're doing a Halloween spooky bag colouring competition, so you can come and get a bag and colour it in, and we'll be accepting those till the 8th of November, and there'll be a prize of a tailored book bag with lots of nice books in it for you. And if you can't get to the shop, you can download a colouring sheet on our website. That's on the homepage, and there's a PDF you can just click and download and colour in and email back to us. So, happy Halloween. I think I can hear a witch on a broomstick going over the building right now. Either that or a plane. It's probably a witch. Farewell, my friends. Happy Halloween.